If there is one thing every cat owner should understand, it is that cats have their own unique language of love. Unlike dogs, who often express affection in obvious and energetic ways, cats communicate through subtle signals that are easy to overlook. Two of the most important signals are the slow blink and the need for personal space. Together, these behaviors reveal how cats build trust and form deep emotional connections with the people they love. Have you ever noticed your cat looking directly at you and then slowly closing its eyes? Many people assume the cat is sleepy or distracted, but the meaning goes much deeper. Among cat lovers, this behavior is often called the cat kiss. In the feline world, closing the eyes around another living being is a significant act of vulnerability. Cats are both predators and prey. Their survival depends on staying alert and watching their surroundings for potential threats. When a cat deliberately closes its eyes while looking at you, it is temporarily giving up that vigilance. It is communicating that it feels safe enough to let its guard down in your presence. In essence, your cat is saying, "I trust you." The beautiful thing about this behavior is that you can respond in the same language. By relaxing your face and slowly blinking back, you send a message of trust and affection in return. Many cats will respond with another slow blink, creating a quiet conversation that requires no words at all. Yet trust is not built through affection alone. It is also built through respect. Cats value personal space far more than many people realize. While some cats enjoy being held and cuddled, others prefer affection on their own terms. Learning these preferences is one of the clearest ways to show love. A cat that pulls away when picked up, moves to another room while resting, or chooses to groom itself in solitude is not rejecting you. It is simply communicating its needs. Respecting those needs teaches the cat that it has control over its environment and that you can be trusted to listen. This sense of control is extremely important because cats feel safest when they have choices. Interrupting a nap, forcing interaction, or ignoring signs of discomfort may seem harmless, but repeated violations of personal boundaries can create stress and weaken trust over time. In contrast, allowing a cat to approach when it feels comfortable helps build confidence and security. Ultimately, the strongest relationships with cats are not based on constant attention or physical affection. They are built on mutual understanding. Every slow blink and every moment of respected space sends the same message. I see you, I understand you, and I care about how you feel. When cats receive that message consistently, trust begins to grow, creating the foundation for a deeper and more meaningful bond. Cats may not speak with words, but they are constantly communicating. One of the most powerful tools in their emotional language is something many owners overlook every day: the tail. While humans often focus on meows and purrs, experienced cat observers know that a cat's body language often reveals far more about how it is feeling. In fact, many of the most important messages a cat sends are completely silent. A cat's tail is remarkably expressive, capable of communicating emotions ranging from fear and frustration to affection and excitement. Learning to understand these signals can dramatically improve the relationship between a cat and its owner. One of the friendliest tail positions is the upright tail. When a cat approaches you with its tail held high, it is not simply walking around confidently. It is sending a social signal that communicates friendliness and trust. This posture is often seen when kittens greet their mothers, and when cats approach individuals they consider safe and familiar. In many ways, it is the feline equivalent of a warm smile. Even more meaningful is the slight quiver that sometimes appears at the tip of the raised tail. This small vibration is often a sign of excitement and positive emotion. It is commonly seen when a cat greets a beloved owner after a period of separation. The cat is not merely acknowledging your presence. It is expressing genuine happiness that you have returned. What makes these signals especially fascinating is that they evolved as a silent form of communication. In the wild, unnecessary noise can attract predators or alert prey. As a result, cats became experts at conveying information through posture, movement, and subtle physical cues. A raised tail, a relaxed body, and a gentle approach can communicate trust more effectively than any sound. This is why body language is often a more reliable indicator of a cat's emotional state than vocalization alone. Owners who learn to observe these details begin to see their cats differently. They recognize moments of comfort, confidence, and affection that previously went unnoticed. Over time, this understanding strengthens the bond between human and cat because communication becomes a two-way process rather than a guessing game. Every upright tail, every excited quiver, and every relaxed posture carries a message. By paying attention to these silent signals, we learn not only what our cats are feeling, but also how deeply they trust us. The more fluent we become in this language, the stronger and more meaningful the relationship grows. One of the most meaningful ways to tell a cat "I love you" is not through words, but through shared experiences. Cats form relationships through trust, consistency, and positive interactions, and some of the strongest bonds develop during moments of play, gentle touch, and everyday care. While cats are often described as independent animals, research has shown that they can form deep emotional attachments to their owners, similar in many ways to the bonds young children form with their caregivers. Building that connection requires more than simply providing food and shelter. It requires participating in activities that matter to the cat. Interactive play is one of the most powerful examples. When you wave a feather wand, drag a toy across the floor, or encourage your cat to chase and pounce, you are doing more than entertaining them. You are engaging with instincts that are deeply rooted in their nature. Hunting behaviors such as stalking, chasing, and capturing prey are essential parts of a cat's psychological well-being. By joining them in these activities, you become a source of excitement, enrichment, and positive emotion. Studies have even suggested that enjoyable social interactions, including play, can contribute to the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone, helping strengthen emotional attachment between cats and humans. Physical affection can also deepen this connection when it is offered in a way cats appreciate. Unlike dogs, many cats are selective about where and how they enjoy being touched. Understanding these preferences is an important part of communicating love. Most cats prefer gentle petting around the cheeks, under the chin, and along areas where scent glands are concentrated. These locations are associated with social bonding and scent marking, making touch there feel comforting and familiar. Paying attention to a cat's body language is essential because every cat is different. Some enjoy longer petting sessions while others prefer only brief interactions. Respecting those limits helps maintain trust. Small rewards can also play a role in strengthening the relationship. Offering an occasional favorite treat is more than a simple act of feeding. From a cat's perspective, it can feel like receiving a valuable resource from someone dependable. Moderation is important, but a thoughtfully given treat can reinforce positive experiences and create pleasant associations. When play, affection, and rewards are combined with patience and understanding, they create a powerful emotional foundation. These moments may seem ordinary to us, but to a cat, they become part of a growing history of comfort, trust, and companionship. Over time, those positive experiences accumulate, transforming a simple human-animal relationship into a genuine emotional bond built on mutual understanding and care. One of the most fascinating things about cats is that they communicate with humans in ways they rarely use with other cats. Many owners assume that a meow is just a meow, but feline communication is far more sophisticated than it appears. Cats have developed a unique vocal language specifically for interacting with people, and learning to understand that language can dramatically strengthen the bond between you and your pet. Adult cats rarely meow at one another in everyday situations. Instead, they rely heavily on scent, posture, and body language. Yet, when humans enter the picture, cats begin using a wide variety of sounds to capture our attention and communicate their needs. A short greeting meow may simply mean hello. A longer, more persistent meow may indicate hunger, boredom, or a desire for interaction. Over time, many cats develop their own personalized vocabulary, learning which sounds are most effective at getting a response from their favorite human. Purring is another important part of this language. Most people associate purring with happiness, and often that is true. A relaxed cat curled up beside you may purr as a sign of comfort and contentment. However, purring can sometimes carry other meanings as well. Cats may purr when they want attention, reassurance, or even when they are trying to soothe themselves. Then, there are the charming chirps and chatter sounds many cats make when watching birds through a window. These vocalizations reveal excitement and intense focus, offering another glimpse into their emotional world. Research has even suggested that some feline vocalizations evolved specifically to influence human behavior. Certain purrs contain frequencies similar to the cries of a human infant, making them especially difficult for people to ignore. This may explain why cat owners often feel an immediate urge to respond when they hear them. The key lesson is not simply to hear these sounds, but to pay attention to the situation surrounding them. By observing patterns, owners can begin to understand what their cats are trying to communicate. When a cat realizes that its signals are understood and respected, trust grows stronger. In the end, every meow, purr, chirp, and trill is more than noise. It is part of an ongoing conversation between two different species, learning to understand one another. The better we listen, the more connected our relationship with our cats becomes. Perhaps the strongest sign that your cat truly loves and trusts you is one that happens when they are at their most vulnerable. It is not a loud meow, an excited greeting, or even a slow blink. It is the simple decision to sleep near you. To humans, this may seem ordinary. A cat curls up beside your leg, settles onto your lap, or chooses a spot at the foot of your bed. But from a cat's perspective, this choice carries enormous meaning. Sleep is a time when a cat cannot fully monitor its surroundings or react quickly to danger. In the wild, vulnerability can be risky, which is why cats instinctively seek locations that feel safe and secure before they rest. When your cat chooses to sleep next to you, they are making a statement about how they feel in your presence. They have decided that you are not a threat. More than that, they have decided that you are a source of comfort and protection. In a sense, your cat is trusting you to watch over them while they let their guard down. This level of trust is not given lightly. Cats are naturally cautious animals, and they carefully choose where and with whom they feel comfortable enough to sleep. That is why a cat that consistently naps on your lap, curls against your side, or sleeps in your bed is offering one of the clearest expressions of affection available in the feline world. There is also evidence that this behavior benefits both cats and humans. Studies have suggested that sharing sleep with a trusted companion can reduce feelings of stress and anxiety while increasing feelings of security and emotional connection. The companionship created during these quiet moments helps strengthen the bond between pet and owner. What makes this behavior especially meaningful is that it requires no training, no rewards, and no commands. Your cat chooses it freely. Every time they settle beside you, they are making a conscious decision about where they feel safest. Ultimately, this brings us back to the central lesson of understanding cats. Their love is rarely dramatic. They do not express affection through grand gestures or constant attention. Instead, they communicate through trust, comfort, and subtle behaviors that can easily be overlooked. A slow blink, a friendly tail, a gentle purr, or a nap beside you may seem small, but together they tell a powerful story. When a cat chooses to sleep near you, they are quietly saying something profound. I trust you completely. I feel safe with you. And this is where I want to be.